Saving Private Ryan, upholstery edition. All right, so day 2 of the TMI seat upholstery install. The fronts did come out pretty good. I'm probably gonna take like a steam or a heat gun to them to get more wrinkles out later down the road. But now I gotta do the back seats, and the back seats are supposedly easier than the front because you don't have to do the hog rings or anything like that. Supposedly it's more of a cover than a full upholstery kit. The full upholstery kit is more for the front seats, which makes more sense. But so far, first driving impressions of the seats is they need to be broken in a little bit more because the foam is very thick. So you kind of sit a little bit higher and you feel like you're on a booster seat for a little bit, but when you lean back into the seat, it feels really, really nice. So over time, it'll break in. But for now, I'm gonna get started on the back seat. I've never taken these back seats out before, so step 1 is I think you just kind of start to tug over here. I think there's tabs. I'm not exactly sure where they are, but nope. I don't know. Got it. Yeah, this doesn't break down. All right, got one. Go right here. Reach. Okay. There's. All right, that wasn't too bad. Okay. All right, race car. Holy crap! There's like potato chips. How'd you get in there? So the next step of taking the seat out is just some 13mm bolts attached to some brackets, and it's pretty simple, thankfully. All right, and that was a lot easier. Beauty of a impact. And that. I have 2 friends helping me today, and my buddy David. He's also known as the Russian. And then there's my buddy Eddie. Is that just me and Andrew screaming at some upholstery that doesn't talk back? All right. There we go. There's one. Whoop. Ow, I just fell. I'm gonna do this. There. This one is stubborn. What? All right, so I was able to get it off. The way I did it was these seats fold down on their own, so you can have some extra storage space. So when they're folded down, what you do is you rip a little tiny kind of ribbon that sticks out. It's just like a piece of cloth that you pull on. And so what I did is I lifted it up and then I pulled on what would naturally make it fall down, and that's where we got it out. Next is the upholstery itself. So basically you start, you tug on the back, and like I said, I am no expert at this, guys. This is my first rodeo. Or some like Velcro and whatnot. And now all you're left with is this plastic thing. After this is gone, we're gonna tear the rest of it off because we don't use any of it. And so far, I am digging this installation way more than the front. So take that, and you kind of take it from the sides, it seems like, and you kind of work your way down. I've gotten to the headrest. Like I said before, I'm sure there's a easier way to get it off, but I'm not using these anymore, so I'm just gonna cut them. I just don't care. Ah, why you do this? I feel like I'm like doing battle surgery. You're gonna make it! Saving Private Ryan, upholstery edition. The bottom part of the upholstery, you have a bunch of clips in the back. Best way to do that is by using a tool like this. This saved my booty on the front seats, and thankfully we still have it. And you just go clip by clip, and they go all the way around. So hopefully I don't break any, because that's what I'm really good at. Here's one. bunch of these like U-shaped clips that you go over like this and you pull. That didn't feel good. Ow. Okay. And then there's that Velcro on top. There's this purple Velcro holding on the upholstery as well. So they did not mess around with the upholstery. Like, it's not easy to get off. I think I have all the clips. So let's see if it did its job. Oh, it did its job all right holding on. And it's still holding on back here. There. Stupid thing. So the kit I have, I think, is a little universal because I had headrest covers for it that were made, but the actual seat covers didn't have anywhere for the headrest to go. Because I think this is made for a 2005 all the way to like 2014. So some of the back seats had headrests and some of them didn't. So I think they put that in place in case you wanted to cut up here, but I do not have the upholstery experience to do pretty cuts and whatnot. So what I did was delete the headrest completely. So when I have the foam itself, like this, I can just slide the cover on and use the Velcro and go from there. Once the upholstery is on, snug, you have these two Velcro straps, and then you just punch into it like this, and it'll start to seal the upholstery. At first, you're gonna have this wicked, really bad air bubble. And you're gonna be like, I did not do this right. But once you do this, it'll go flush with the foam. All right. Yeah, we gotta get the bottom. All right, guys, TMI seats are fully installed. The front seats are now done. The back seats weren't as quote unquote difficult. They were just more of a bear because of all the plastic clips that wanted to break on you, or you had to pull the leather as strong as you could and then it just wouldn't clip. So that was the issue with that. You didn't have to do foam or hog rings in the back, but it was still pretty tough, I'm not gonna lie. So big thanks to TMI for sending me this kit. It was an interesting experience and I had a kind of great time doing it. It really paid off in the end. The back came out pretty good. With some trial and error, we had to take out the seats again and mess more with the clips and things of that nature. And now they are officially in the back of the car. So hope you guys like the stitching and everything else that TMI provided. And I will see you guys next time, and take it easy. Have a fantastic day.